It is Thursday afternoon, September the 9th, 2021. Welcome to another science class. We continue Unit 5, Energy and Forms of Energy.
Hello, good afternoon again. How are you this afternoon? Okay, it's science time. Unit 5, all about energy and the different forms of energy. Last week, no, not last week, earlier this week, yesterday, we looked at some forms of energy. But there are more forms, actually 5 more. So what we do today, we will look at these 5 other forms of energy. After that, we will review all the forms of energy. So there's quite a few. I think there's 10 or 11 in total. And let's see how many of them you can remember. Okay, so let's start with our vocabulary. The vocabulary is actually the forms of forces. Okay, so let's look at the other forms of energy, how to write them, and then later we look at what their properties are. Okay, so the first 3 new kinds of energy are number 1, mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. Now, mechanical energy has a lot of different energies inside. For example, if you have a hammer, now we can see that later in your book. If you have a hammer and you hit a nail, what kind of energy is in there? There is kinetic energy in there, right? There's kinetic energy, there's potential energy. So a combination of kinetic and potential energy is mechanical energy. But don't worry, we will have a look at later, then you'll understand it better. The next one, electrical energy. Electrical energy. Now, what is electrical energy? We use it every day. Right now, I'm using it. I have my light on here, that's electric. I have my laptop over there, rendering a video. My telephone is working on electricity. So, electric energy is the energy that comes from the wall, right? Always be very careful with electric energy. No, never touch something electrical if your hands are wet. Okay, so electrical energy, we'll have a look at that later as well. Number 3, light energy. The energy that comes from light. So, light energy makes the things look bright around you, right? So when it's dark, light energy lights it up so you can see. So those are the first 3 new energy sources we will learn about today. Mechanical energy, electrical energy, light energy. Now let's look at 2 more energies and 1 vocabulary word. Okay, 2 more energies. Number 4, sound energy. The energy that sound emits. We cannot see sound energy, like all energies, we cannot see them, but we can feel them. Actually, we can hear them right now. I am making sound energy and you are hearing me. How come that you hear me? When I speak, there are, let me show you, it looks like this actually. Like little waves of air energy going out of my mouth and they travel to your ears. Now if you stand here next to me, they travel to you straight. Right now they come to you through your phone or through your computer, but it's like a vibration. That is number 6, is vibrations. Vibration means like very fast moving, like a that's a vibration. For example, if you play the guitar, ding, the string will move very quickly, and that's what's making the sound, right, when you play the guitar or the piano. So vibrations, little tremblings. So sound energy are vibrations coming to your ear. either directly or to the computer or a speaker or some device. And then number 5, heat energy. Now we feel that energy every day from our sun. The sun produces heat energy, and that's good. Then we are nice and warm. And then in the winter in my country, we make heat energy in our house. We have like some fireplace or like a system with hot water inside, so the room is nice and warm. So we use heat energy to stay warm. Okay, so sound energy, heat energy, and vibrations are the very fast moving either sound waves or guitar strings or violin strings. Good. Let's have a closer look at the 5 energies: mechanical energy, electrical energy, light energy, heat energy, and sound energy. Okay, get your science book and we will go to page 74. We ended here last time at the chemical energy. We will review that later. Today we start here with mechanical energy. Okay, so page 74, mechanical energy. So we will go through the forms of energy. We will read together what they mean and what they do. And then after that we will review our other forms of energy like kinetic energy and potential energy, gravitational energy, and so on. But we start here at page 74, mechanical energy.
Okay, let's go to the bottom of page 74 and look at our first new energy source, mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. Let's read together about the properties of mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy that an object has to do to work. So remember, mechanical is a combination of kinetic and potential energy. The lifted hammer has gravitational potential energy, but it also has kinetic energy when it's moved and hit the nail. The nail is pushed into the wood. The sum of the two types of energy used by the hammer to do the work is known as mechanical energy. So one more time, mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay, then on the next page, my favorite kind of energy, the energy that we use every day and we cannot do without, electrical energy. Electrical energy. Just look around you right now. I'm sure you can see at least 5, 6, maybe more things that use electricity, right? If I look around here, I can see a light, that's 1, electric fan on the ceiling, that's 2, electric fan on the floor, 3, my computer, 4, my phone, 5, another lamp, 6, and another one, there's a charger, 7. So 7 things already. So I think it's the same for you. Many things use electrical energy. So let's read. Electrical energy is the most common form of energy. Most common means it is the most known, the most used. We use it to do many things in our daily lives. For example, we use electrical energy to light up the bulbs and turn on our fans. Then another very important energy source is, of course, light energy. When it's dark at night, it's nice to have light energy so we can see in the dark. So light energy makes the place bright. It allows us to see the things around us, especially when it's dark outside. We can turn on the light. I like light energy. Then we of course have sound energy. You like music, right? Well, music is the nice sound energy, but sound energy is very common now. We hear sounds every day. Sound energy is a vibration. So let's read. Sound energy comes from vibrating objects. For example, a drum, when you hit the drumstick vibrates and gives out sound, which is detected by your ears. So the same is with a guitar and a violin. The strings vibrate, and that's how you can hear the sound. They are vibrations and they go through the air to your ear, and so that's how you hear them. Sound energy. And finally, heat energy. So if you burn something, and I don't want you to burn anything, so don't burn anything, just believe me. But if you burn like wood, for example, it will be very hot. Now, if you can feel that, you cannot see it, but you can feel it. The warmth or the heat that you feel, that is heat energy. So if you look at the picture, they are burning some wood. You can imagine that is very hot. Now, that hot air, that is heat energy. So burning things and hot things give out heat energy. We cannot see this energy, but we can feel it. So be careful, don't play with fire, don't don't make your own heat energy.
Okay, so those are the new kind of energy. Now let's have a look back at our other forms of energy on page number 73. So we start with kinetic energy. Kinetic energy on page 73. Remember, moving objects have kinetic energy. The bigger the object, the heavier the object, the more kinetic energy. The more speed the object has, the more kinetic energy it has. Right? So that's the first one, kinetic energy. Now there's also potential energy. Potential energy is the energy stored inside an object, and it cannot emit any energy at that time. It can be just stationary. For example, a coconut hanging from a tree. Inside the coconut is potential energy, but it's not released because the coconut is hanging. But when the coconut drops, gravitational potential energy pulls the coconut down. That's when the energy is released. So potential energy is the energy that's inside an object. Okay, so remember that. And the gravitational potential energy is the energy that keeps us on the earth, right? And also keeps apples falling from the tree or coconuts falling from the tree. That is gravitational potential energy. Then we also have on page 74 elastic potential energy. Remember, with the rubber band. If you stretch it, the energy is still in the rubber band. And if you just let it go, then there's no more potential energy. Now there is. And if you let it go, poof, it will shoot and the energy makes it fly away. Yeah, so in a rubber band, elastical potential energy. Now the chemical energy is the energy that we use because we eat food, and our body, there's a reaction in our body that changes the food into energy. So chemical energy is the energy stored in substances such as food, but also battery in your telephone is also chemical energy. So it is energy that is stored and that we can get out. Then one more time, mechanical energy, we just saw, is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So it's a combination. So an object has to do those two things, like hitting the hammer, remember? Potential energy there, but also kinetic energy. And together they make mechanical energy. Then electrical is the most common energy. We all use it every day. Sometimes we have a blackout, there is no electricity, then you remember, oh, we cannot do without electricity, right? We use, everything that we use uses electricity. Our air conditioner, our electric fan, our computer, our light. So, very important, electrical energy. Then light energy, also something that the sun makes, but we also make it in our house. We have lights and they emit light energy. So light energy makes us see the things around us. Sound energy, remember, sound energy has the vibrations. That's the sound energy. It goes from my mouth to your ear, or from anything that makes a sound. It's a vibration coming to your ear, and your ear will, the drum in your ear will convert it into sound and things you can understand. So sound energy. Music is also sound energy. And then heat energy, very important in my country. We need to make it hot sometimes because it's very cold, so we need heat energy. How do you get heat energy? Well, you can burn things and then you can feel that it's hot, and the heat that you feel is your heat energy. Okay, so what I want you to do, review pages 72, 73, 74 and 75. Okay, so read them through one more time, and then next week we will do some questions about it, but we do that together during our class. Okay, good. I will see you tomorrow morning.